Hello guys, welcome back to the No More Trauma Virtual and Wellness Studio where we practice yoga and Pilates for trauma recovery. Welcome back. Today is going to be a beautiful flow to heal the mother wound. You'll need a yoga block, bolster, or a pillow. So whether you have experienced transition with your mother, or grandmother, or parental figure, whatever that looks like, we're going to connect with that space of the inner child. So coming into a child's pose. Okay, so soles may be together, big toes to touch, widening the knees, and slowly walking the palms towards the top of the mat. Just allowing the third eye to melt, the chest to melt, the belly. Just softening the body, maybe noticing the hips. And I also wanted to mention, if you have a blanket, if you have a little challenges with the knees, you can always place a blanket underneath you. Okay. And so just melting, softening, maybe inhale, noticing the back body. Right, so maybe the thoracic spine spreads, maybe the hips spread just a little, just creating space, massaging the internal organs, that sacral and solar plexus. And feel free to walk the hands towards the top of the mat just for a nice stretch in the shoulders. Okay. And just examining any sensations that showed up on the mat around this particular season. This time of year. Just reconnecting with that inner child, right? And slowly on the next inhale, just gently walking the hands over to the right side. Maybe placing that left palm on top of the right. Inhale. Exhale. Just noticing any emotions, any longing, missing. Reflection, remembering feelings of loneliness. Just notice. Beautiful. On the next inhale, see if you can walk the hands through center and send it over to the left side. Maybe that right palm rests on top of the left. Stretching out anything on that left side body, right side body. Maybe just asking yourself, what do I need? Right? Any of the things that I felt that I was missing or needing more of, how can I give that back to myself? To the little me. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Taking the gaze towards hands and bringing it back through center. And option to gently pressing the palms together, sending the palms towards the back of the room, right? So get a nice tricep stretch here, okay? So maybe extending the elbows towards the top of the mat. And just notice what that feels like for you. Maybe noticing the hips starting to soften a bit. Beautiful. And slowly, gently release the palms back towards the mat. And on the next exhale, gently lifting the gaze, slowly walking the hands towards you as you come to rise. Allowing the palms to rest, tops of the thighs. Perfect. As the palms come back down to the earth, we come into tabletop. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Feel free to sway the hips side to side if there's any tension, any energy gets, got a little stagnant. Okay. And we'll begin to cat-cow, lift the chest, the gaze. Exhale, round the dome. Round the spine, dome the spine, excuse me. Exhale, inhale, we lift. Exhale, press the earth away, dome the spine. Maybe noticing sensations in the hips, the hamstrings, beautiful. Take the gaze up, lower the belly. Exhale, chin to chest. Feel free to gently sway the spine or the hips back a bit if you need a little bit of a stretch. Beautiful. Take it up. Exhale, chin to chest. Maybe send the hips back just a bit. Gentle stretch in the low lumbar. And beautiful. Coming back to a neutral spine. Okay. Threading the needle. We're going to inhale, sweep that right palm up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, send the palm underneath. Okay. Option to take that left palm and gently wrap it behind the low lumbar. Temple, crown of the head is resting on the earth. Opening up the shoulders, opening up the hips a bit as we prepare for pigeon pose later in the practice. Okay. Still breathing. Perfect. Gently release the bind. Slowly pressing into the earth. Gently lift the palm. Okay, exhale, lower it down. Beautiful. We'll take it on the other side. Inhale, lift the left palm up to the sky. Exhale, send it through, back behind the right palm. Temple, crown of the head comes to earth. Option to take the bind using the right palm behind the low lumbar. Feel free to soften the gaze. Beautiful. Just notice the breath. Leaning into what feels nice, what feels safe, comfortable. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Gently release the bind, press into the earth, gently taking the gaze and the palm up to the sky, and gently release. Beautiful. Inhale, send the right sole back, toes flex, right? As if you're pressing the earth away, drawing the awareness to the belly, and gently lower down. Okay, neutral spine, and we'll gently sway to the back of the room, into the front of the room. As we're working on that calf muscle, even the ankles, right? This is our foundation, right? That mother wound is attached to the area of the foundation, right? And so we add some grace into that. So now gently taking that right sole, placing it in between to the front of the mat, right? Feel free to reach for your block. If you need to place it underneath that right hip for comfort, a little bit of balance, right? And if not, perfectly okay. You can bring it to the front of the mat where you rest the palms. A couple options: you can place it on the medium side and rest the forearms if that feels nice, okay? And that left sole is extended back behind you, toes are untucked. Okay. And as you notice, I'm still lifted, right? The heart is still open, right? We're going to keep that practice of keeping an open heart, right? Beautiful. And if the block is too much, you can always just stay lifted on the hands. Excuse me, I'm just gonna adjust myself on the mat here. Perfect. Okay, so still lifted. A lot is working here. A lot in that stretch. Also supporting any sciatica pain. Okay, this can support. Beautiful. And we'll start to lower down, maybe onto the forearms. And gently, if you need a little bit more, you can extend that left sole to the sky. Option to option, you're invited to reach for the sole. If you want to stretch out the quad. For single-legged pigeon. Breathing here. Beautiful. Gently release. Maybe you keep the sole engaged and slowly bring it back down to earth. Gently release the block. We're going to sleep our pigeon, bringing forearms down to the mat. And third eye can rest on the shins, or the forearms, excuse me. So notice that stretch, the tension being released from the low, all the way from the hip to the low spine, right? Low spine to thoracic. When you inhale and exhale, notice that thoracic spine spread, right? Lengthen the neck. Can you find peace here, right? Giving your inner child some tender TLC. Beautiful. Gently inhale, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, just gently pressing yourself back up. Slowly rolling onto that right hip. You gently sweep that left sole to the top of the mat, okay? And that right sole is placed in, right? You're going to gently reach for your block, okay? Place it on the inside of that left knee on the highest side. Inhale, lift the crown, lift the spine. Exhale, gently fold over the leg. allow that third eye to rest on the block, or pillows or bolster, whatever you're using, okay? And if the crown doesn't meet, that's okay. You can still take a gentle fold. Maybe palms are at the shin or maybe palms at the thigh. Same pose. Option to sway side to side. Give yourself a little third eye acupressure massage. Release any anxiety, okay? Sometimes this time of the year can bring up a little anxiety, or if we just experience transition of a mother or mother figure, okay? Feel free to observe anything in the body, in the breath. Beautiful. On the next inhale, take the gaze towards the toes. Exhale, slowly walking the hands back as you begin to rise. Perfect. Gently release your block. We'll take everything on the other side, okay? So palms come down to the mat, coming back into our tabletop. Maybe noticing the difference in sides, okay? And slowly on the inhale, gently lift the left sole, pressing it back, toes are flexed, okay? Gently engage in the core just a moment, right? And slowly allow the toes to come back to earth as we take the body back and forth, stretching out the calves, the Achilles, even a little reflexology here. Okay. Just move with your breath. Beautiful. Go ahead, inhale. See if you can sweep, bringing that shin to the top of the mat as you extend that right sole back, untuck the toe. Okay. In our pigeon pose, we're gently lifted. The heart is open, right? Although we have, if there's grief there, loss there, uncertainty there, you can still allow that heart to remain open, right? You're still worthy of love, still worthy of connection, still worthy of being seen and heard. Okay. Inhale, active pigeon pose. Exhale. Okay, option to come down onto the forearms, gently resting the pigeon before we take single leg pigeon. Okay, gently inhale, lift the right sole, take your time. Okay, if that's good, perfect, stay there. If you want more, gently reaching the palm back to reach for the right sole. Okay, try to keep the hips square. I gently rolled onto the left side just a slight bit, and I brought myself back to center. Okay, stretching out the quads. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful, gently release. And slowly allow the sole to come back to earth. We begin to rest our pigeon. Okay. Forearms stacked, third eye resting. Notice what's coming up. Notice what's shifting. Notice what's being released. Even notice the quality of your thoughts. Are you being kind to yourself? To your inner child? Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. On the next inhale, gently lift the gaze. Slowly press the self up. Okay. Rolling onto that left hip. Gently extending that right sole. Top of the mat. Left sole is pointed in. Okay. Gently inhale, lift the gaze. Bringing the block to the inside of the right knee. Okay. And exhale, slowly fold. And feel free to sway side to side. Nice little acupressure massage for the third eye. Releasing any tension, supporting headaches, any congestion. Perfect. Inhale, gently lift the gaze towards the toes. And exhale, slowly walking the hands back. Come to rise. And gently releasing your block, extend both legs. As we come into staff pose, so flexing the toes towards you, okay? Crown of the head in line with spine, chin slightly tucked, palms are by the waist side. Press firmly into the mat. There may be a slight bend in the elbow. It's perfectly fine, but this is an active pose, okay? Just notice your breath. Notice your heart. Notice the sit bones. Perfect. On the next inhale, gently drawing the left sole in, And maybe taking it over, right, that right knee or right thigh, okay? Reaching that right palm, you're just gonna wrap it around that left thigh. Taking the left palm, you're gonna gently place it behind you, okay? We're taking a twist. Now we're gonna wring everything out, right? So if anything is a little stagnant, right, in the spine, you're just gonna wring it out and just add some energy back into the body. And see if you can do your best by keeping that left sole planted on earth, okay? And just see if you can twist just a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Exhale, bring it back to center. Gently releasing the right sole, the left sole. Slowly extend towards the top of the mat, okay? And gently bringing the right sole in, okay? And over and across the left side body. Gently inhale, sweep the left palm up, wrapping it around that right knee, right thigh. Inhale, send the right palm up and back behind us as we gently take a twist. And just see if you can twist deeper. And exhale. Gently come back to center. Slowly release the right sole from across the left thigh. Extend it towards top of the mat, okay? And slowly bringing the hip bones towards the soles. Maybe reaching for the shins as you slowly come down to the spine. And gently reaching for the shins as you wrap the palms. Notice the tension release in the spine. Swaying side to side. And if you notice, this is pretty much the same position of child's pose, right? So how we started is how we end. Only difference is the palms are extended towards the top of the mat, but generally the legs are about the same. Okay, so sometimes if you ever feel like, ooh, child's pose is too much, you can always take knees into chest. Go ahead, inhale, lift the gaze, the shoulders towards the knees, big hug. Beautiful. Extend, gently release the soles down, right? Extend the legs. Allow soles, toes to fall outward. And palms can be rest either on the pelvis or the belly. Just let it go. Beautiful. Gently bringing your awareness back into the room, reaching toes overhead. Palms overhead and toes opposite direction, like you're just waking up. And slowly bringing the soles back to earth. And gently allowing yourself to roll onto your favorite side. Fetal position, an important pose, right? It's how we come into the earth. Great place to reflect. And just let anything go. And gratitude for the wisdom that you received in your practice. And the love and care that you provided for your inner child. And the grace and gratitude you may have extended to the mother figure in your life, even if that mother figure is yourself. Beautiful. As we come to a comfortable seat, slowly rise. Just placing palms, tops of the thighs. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale, reach arms up. And exhale, hands heart center. So much grace and gratitude for practicing with me today. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. So happy to have you. Such a beautiful practice. Feel free to flow as often as you like. I look forward to having you back. Remember to live abundantly, love your authenticity, and radiate organic happiness. But most importantly, live a life of no more trauma. Namaste. I hope you feel lighter. And I look forward to seeing you back. Enjoy the rest of this day and however you choose to spend it. So grateful for you. Bye. Feel free to subscribe and share this with anyone who may definitely use it, could use or benefit from it. Thank you.